VIP group, it's Carla here. For those who missed the coaching call last night, I didn't record it because there was actually just myself and Sharon on last night, so we did sort of personalize it a little bit for her. So I thought I'll do a video and throw it into the chat so you can all have a look. So this week is really just all about setup, making sure that you have everything that you need, going through the nutrition guide in the file, so making sure that you've clicked at the top of the members only group in the files drop down box and making sure that you've got everything there. So printing off the nutrition guide and also choosing an appropriate training plan for yourself. With the nutrition guide, we want to make sure that we're just reading through that and understanding the different options. So there's different options for breakfast, your morning snack, your lunch, your mid-afternoon snack, your dinner, and also even after dinner. So you should not be starving. There's actually quite a lot of food here, and there's a reason for that. In order to lose weight, you have to actually eat quite regularly. So if you can aim to eat every 2 to 3 hours over the space of the day that you're awake, making sure that you're not eating too close to bedtime. About 2 hours before bed is when you should really stop eating. But making sure that there's a nice even pattern where you have some protein pacing, what we call protein pacing, throughout the day. What happens with that, when you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, it speeds up your metabolism. It kickstarts your metabolism. When you go long times, long periods without any food, so if you have breakfast, for example, but then you don't eat till 4 o'clock, it slows your metabolism down because your body doesn't know when it's going to get food again. So this is why we want that protein pacing. We want every 2 to 3 hours to be making sure that we have some fuel in the body and making sure that there's protein in each of those meals or snacks. So next week we will go into more detail about macros. So macros are basically what your calories are made up of. So macros, we're talking about our food groups, our protein, our carbs, and our fats. And we want to start to educate you and help you understand how much of each you want to be eating and when to eat and what to eat, when to eat. So next week and over the following weeks, we'll go into a little bit more detail about that. But for now, we just want you following the nutrition guide, getting into a bit of a rhythm and starting to make a bit of a routine. With your training plans, there's a few training plans in the files that you can choose from. So whether you're working out from home, there's a couple of options there that you can choose. And if you're heading to the gym, there's a couple of options there. Choose one that suits your level right now, and then stick with that for the first 4 weeks, and then you can change it up to something different. It's important to choose something, stick to it for at least 4 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks is what we say that you should change your training plan every 4 to 6 weeks. If you're feeling like you're not sure how to go about that and you're not sure which one would suit you, just reach out in the chat group or in the group, in the members only group. Type in a question, not sure which training plan would suit me right now. Can I have a bit of guidance? So that's what we're here for, Michelle and myself. Michelle's actually going to be overseas for the next week, but I am here, and there's also Joanne in the group, one of our other coaches at Women Who Win, who can also answer questions. So that's pretty much what last night was all about, just making sure everyone had what they need for a start, and going through the nutrition guide and understanding how to go about implementing that into your routine. So eating every 2 to 3 hours, making sure that every meal has some protein in it. And if you just follow that plan with the guidelines that are there, then you will absolutely be doing a great job and you'll be well on your way to getting some results. So also we want to make sure that this week, if you haven't done so already, that you make sure that you do your before photos. I know it's daunting and everyone's like, ew, I don't want to do it. But honestly, trust me, do it. Even if you don't share it into the group, just keep it for yourself. Do those before photos, front, side, back, either in some bathers or your gym wear, something where you can actually see a bit of flesh. It's better that way. I've lost Billy somewhere. Billy, he's in the bushes. So do those before photos. Make sure you get them done this week. Share them into the chat if you want to, or into the group, or just keep it for yourself. Also, your measurements, really important that you make sure you do your measurements this week. Use the measurement tracker, print it off, and make sure you get that done. Once again, you can share it into the chat or the group, or you can keep it for yourself, but make sure that it gets done this week. So I hope you all have had and are having a great setup week. Please reach out into the chat or into the group if you have any questions at all. We're here to help you and support you along the way. So have a great weekend heading into the weekend. Just follow the plan. It's okay if you have one naughty meal, just one naughty meal, because we do want some balance. So we'll be talking more about that as we go through the weeks as well, how to balance out the weekends, and if you're heading out for dinner, just choose wisely on the menu. Stay away from, you've got your food lists and the foods to stay away from. So just make sure you understand those. So when you do go out over the weekend, that you have a general understanding of what you should and shouldn't have to stay on track. So I hope that helps. Once again, if you need some extra guidance, please reach out. We are here to help. Have a great weekend. Next week, I think we'll try for Wednesday evening, 7 or 7:30, whatever suits you guys. I think Thursday doesn't seem to really be a good day for most people. So we'll throw it into the chat and see how we go. But that in a nutshell is pretty much what we went through last night. And I hope that makes perfect sense to you. And have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your setup week, and we'll chat through the week coming. See ya.